So I had this amp that was donated to me. It's a Peavey 120 watt tube amp. I know if you're not an amp person, doesn't mean a lot, but it's a 1977 model tube amp head. Goes with this this stack of four 12-inch speakers. And as you can tell, it's been stored for a long time, and it did not work. Blew a fuse immediately. And I'm not an electronics person, really. I haven't been around it since the old aviation days, many years ago. And so I've been through this thing. It has had a lot of stuff replaced. Anything that's blue that you see is replaced, as well as a couple of power diodes here that are replaced, and other resistors and capacitors mixed into this mess. And so the voltages in an amplifier, a tube amp, can be high, all the way up to 600 volts in them. So there's a lot of caution that is out there on working on them, because the capacitors store up high voltage electricity from 4 to 600, and obviously that can be a pretty detrimental to your health voltage that comes out of them. And yeah, you got two more capacitors to replace here. And so when you're working on them, though, you don't ever want to put more than one hand on the inside the amp at any given time, is the claim or the suggestion to avoid. If you do get shocked, it doesn't go from one arm to the other across your chest, your heart area. So just kind of those uniquenesses. And so you kind of want to make sure that you I like to check electrical things like capacitors. I haven't done this in a long time, so I have to reset my brain to it. But I like to go with a grounding strap and to set the ground and touch a capacitor and to the chassis with a grounding strap in each place, and try to discharge any of them that might have something stored up and things in them. So replacing two more, and the reason why these are the last two to replace capacitors is there's a little bulge in them. If you look pretty closely, this is kind of bubbled out, and that means that they've been gassing off a little bit, or that they've gotten hot, definitely. And so they're probably at some point going to let go anyway. So then finally got it back together in a little test run, and there's a wonderful glow of these large tubes, and that means that the tubes are working correctly, and even a nice bright glow on the front of it. So yeah, it's together and working. So now to reassemble and see kind of what I can come up with. And so hopefully I'll be able to demo this after I get it cleaned up, just showing a little before and after of what this is, from 1977, I believe it is. So it's got some years on it in use, but always fun to see something again come back to life.